maybe that would occur after the season if they didn't win in the first round of the playoffs, if they would get in. A lot can happen in the next 20-something odd games left in the season. But they've been slumping as of late, so that was certainly a surprise. But not a surprise was them waiving Greg Oden, who's I think played a total of 82 games in his 3 to 4 seasons with Portland, which was just unfortunate for him that he's just had knee issues throughout his career there, and we certainly wish him the best of luck from whatever endeavors he may have in the future. I think that some team may pick him up, give him an opportunity. He's still a young guy. He was 19 years old when he was in when he got drafted into the NBA. So he's young enough to hopefully his knees will heal up. It's certainly an unfortunate situation for him, but he's not broke, not by any means. So, from the financial aspect of it all, his pride may be hurt, but his pocketbook and bank accounts are not. So, coming from the world of the NFL, we have been, from last week's show, we commented on Peyton Manning, who was no longer I started to call him the Baltimore Colts after all these years. I should pinch myself from the Indianapolis Colts. I'm sorry. Peyton left. Of course, the big news was on Wednesday night. Peyton left the Tennessee Titans facility shortly after 10 p.m. following a meeting that lasted nearly 7 hours, according to reports, as a small gathering of fans gathered outside, greeted him with cheers, hoping the four-time NFL MVP would pick their team. Now, the Tennessee Titans, in the beginning, I was hearing a lot about San Francisco, Arizona, Miami as being teams that were definitely interested in Peyton Manning. But over the last few days, the Tennessee Titans have come on the radar and probably are at number one of obtaining his services. They weren't even mentioned last week, but Titans owner Bud Adams told a sports radio station in Houston that he had offered Manning a contract for life, and added that he feels great about the team's chance of signing Manning. That'd be hard to turn down for life. Also, a surprise is that I mentioned the other 3 teams earlier that were mentioned early on in the bid for Peyton Manning services. The San Francisco 49ers, of course, the Miami Dolphins, and also mentioned was the Arizona Cardinals, but then the Denver Broncos name has been mentioned as well. Now, of course, Indianapolis would not keep Peyton Manning around because they're going to more than likely obtain the services of draft Andrew Luck. So if Denver is in the picture, of course Denver would be wanting to ship starting quarterback and not a great favorite of John Elway's Tim Tebow. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that situation. Now, it looks like the leverage goes to the Titans because the Titans, according to NFL Network's Michael Lombardi, reported that a key to the Titans' pitch could be their ability to offer Manning an organization, a role in the organization after his playing days are over. So certainly that's something they can offer them that Denver can't, with John Elway holding a key management position with the Broncos. So we're going to have to wait that out and see what happens. But Peyton Manning, of course, has stated that he wants to make a decision in the next couple of weeks. So it wouldn't surprise me by the time of this broadcast, when it comes out. This is certainly pre-recorded, but when this broadcast is aired on Saturday, I wouldn't be too surprised if Peyton found the team that he wanted to sign with. So certainly that's something we want to keep a lookout for. Now, also in the world of the NFL, Randy Moss signs a 1-year deal with the 49ers. We don't know that's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. We know Randy Moss. He can smile in front of the cameras doing the interview sessions, the press conferences, smile, and then the next thing you know, he basically saying the wrong things, and certainly his mouth might talk him out of this position as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. We will have more news from the NFL and also news from North Carolina State in regards to Mark Gottfried after this message from our sponsor.
A natural skincare studio. Now your new neighborhood skincare studio. Professional, friendly, relaxing, personalized attention. Now offering facials, natural manicures, pedicures, and waxing. Come check us out at 711 Iredell Street, Suite 3A, Durham, North Carolina, 27707. Give us a call at 919-416-1490 or check us out on our website at www.misseajbeauty.com.
Also from the NFL, the Detroit Lions have signed wide receiver Calvin Johnson to an 8-year contract worth up to, get this, $132 million. The biggest deal in NFL history so far. I say so far because, trust me, by next year somebody else will sign a bigger deal than that. And they'll be saying the same thing, the biggest NFL deal in history. But according to the player's agent, Bus Cook, said the contract announced Wednesday is worth $60 million guaranteed. That figure in total value of the contract of both NFL records. This kind of deal doesn't come too often, Cook said. He's the best. Certainly, if you watched Calvin Johnson this past season in the NFL, he did get the nickname Megatron. I mean, I've seen this young man catch passes that other receivers could not even get next to. So certainly you'll have people saying, well, he's not worth that kind of money, blah, blah, blah. Is any of them worth that kind of money? But certainly he's definitely, I would say, deserved to be the highest paid player in the NFL from his great offensive set. Now, this extension starts immediately and runs through the 2019 season. So there's going to be many great Christmases to come for this young man and his family. Also, Deshaun Jackson of the Philadelphia Eagles, he agreed to a 5-year contract with them on Wednesday. The deal is worth $51 million. A person familiar with the negotiations told the Associates Press, or the AP, on a condition of secrecy because the terms weren't officially announced. The 2-time Pro Bowl wide receiver already was tagged as the franchise player, meaning he would have earned at least $9.4 million this season being tagged as a franchise player. But the drawback of being a franchise player is that you don't have long-term security. You can get out there and get hurt. There's no long-term security. If you get hurt, you're not going to have any long-term security. But now with this 5-year contract in place, there is some security, financial security for this young man. And don't know if I'm happy for him or not. Don't like his attitude, but you can't knock his playing ability. He has those Randy Moss type of tendencies where he can play great one minute, next minute, if he don't feel like doing it, he won't do it. Also, former Wolfpacker Mario Williams, he is now a former Houston Texan. He will be the highest paid defensive player at the time of this recording. The deal, the financial package was not out at the time of this recording, but he will be a Buffalo Bill, and the Buffalo Bills will make him the highest paid defensive player in the NFL. So although we don't have the contract information, dollars and cents of it, we know that he will be the highest paid defensive player in the NFL. So many nice Christmases to come, or to continue, for Mario Williams, the former Wolfpacker. Now, since we're talking about dollars and cents, I mentioned earlier in the broadcast and congratulated the North Carolina State Wolfpack men's basketball team for getting an at-large bid by the NCAA selection committee I always want to say NCAA, but the NCAA selection committee. When they were, I think it was just so exciting to see their reaction when the NC State players and coaches' reaction once their names were mentioned as being selected by the selection committee. But in the back of my mind, I know Mark Godfrey was saying yes, for other reasons as well, and rightfully so, because when they received that bid, he also received a contract extension. The extension was part of his contract when he was hired last April. This extension means he is under contract for 6 more seasons at $1.2 million annually through April of 2016, and increases his current buyout to $4.5 million. The amount of his of the buyout decreases by $750,000, which is the amount of his base salary each season he remains at State. Basically, this also gives NC State, the university, insurance against another school that might be interested in hiring Godfrey after he led the pack to the NCAA tourney for the first time since 2006. So not only is it security, monetary-wise, for Coach Mark Godfrey, it also gives the university security that, and what happens so many times to university after a coach has great success for a couple of seasons, here's another school knocking on the door, busting up your skilo. So certainly there's a win-win situation for Mark Godfrey, who deserves it, if you ask me, and also a win-win situation for North Carolina State Wolfpack athletic program. So certainly good news to hear from Wolfpack Nation. My time is up, and I hope you enjoyed this great broadcast on a day like I've done. And I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, joining us on this early Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. And please join us each and every Saturday morning on this fine radio station, Power 750 WAUG and Power750.com. Also, please feel free to follow me on Twitter at Babethomherman. Please also feel free, if you need to contact me directly or wish to contact me directly, at babethomherman@yahoo.com. Remember, Babethomherman is spelled Babethomherman. Once again, Babethomherman. Please also keep up to date with your NCAA brackets to the NCAA men's and women's tournament. You can keep updated at either yahoo.com, ESPN.com, or for local interest in ACC teams, you can go to theacc.com. Feel free to also keep in touch and keep updated with our hockey team, the Carolina Hockey Hurricanes, the Carolina Hurricanes at NHL.com. Once again, that's Carolina Hurricanes Hockey at NHL.com. God bless and have a great day, and have a Babethomherman kind of week. You're listening to Power 750 WAUG and online at Power750.com.